Welcome to the day that we're recording this and the such and the stuff that is happening. That's the intro for
It's a new decade.
Whoa! Yeah, I should have opened it with something like that. Yeah, 2020. Isn't that cool?
We all met each other in 2010, so we've all known each other for about a decade now.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow.
I mean, you met them a decade earlier. I didn't like talk to Chris and Olivia until, I don't know, 2013, 2014, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chris made a video responding to my Waluigi show invite. I think I was already subscribed to Chris when he did that, though.
It was a mistake, but I mean...
No, fucking wasn't. The only mistake involved was me deleting it. But yeah, happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year and stuff.
Happy New Year.
Happy, yeah.
So I'm Mackle and that's Zach, and together we have two special guests. You've already been on, but say who you are again.
Well, I'm Olivia.
And I'm Chris.
They forgot. They had to think a bit about it. It's fine.
And their channel is Stupidsmashbros1 with a 1 at the end.
Yeah.
Because we're stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, and you
original Stupid
smash
Smash
and you
Bros got
smash
taken.
bros. Isn't there a newcomer in 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days? I think so. Yeah, 2 days.
Oh,
Yes.
the 16th.
Sora would be great. Isaac from Golden Sun, even though he's already an assist trophy, but still make it happen. That would be great.
I want
Vati
Big the
from
Cat
Minish
from
Cap?
Sonic Adventure.
I'm sorry, what?
I want Big the Cat from Sonic Adventure.
It's like I've been hoping for the Prince of the Cosmos from Katamari just to roll everybody up, but
But
I
not
think
the guy himself. Just the...
Just the ball.
These suggestions
no,
are
I'm talking about the little
pissing
dude.
me
No,
off.
the ball. It's got to be the ball.
No,
You
it's
don't
just
see
the
him.
ball.
You can't see him.
I want a Tetris
He is
line
incredibly
piece to
small.
be playable.
Because
it's the most
called the
popular.
Tetrino.
Wouldn't it be funny if they put fucking Sans in?
That would be
After doing
that would
the
be a
meme.
slap in the face for those that actually bought the skin. I would hate
Yeah.
that. I didn't buy it, but like I would still be
No,
pissed for
no,
people that bought it.
pirates.
Yeah.
Real talk, though. I actually think, I think it's Dante from Devil May Cry.
That'd be cool.
No, yeah.
It's only because Nintendo tweeted that, and then Devil May Cry.
The guy who played the Quantum Ranger in Time Force, I think, voices him.
Johnny on Bosch, yeah.
No,
No.
Dan Southworth. Who I met, by the way. I met once at a con.
The Quantum
If-
Ranger. Quantum Ranger.
If he's in
Yeah,
Smash Bros. Voicing Dante, that would be cool. That would be very, very cool. I'd enjoy that. I haven't played the Devil May Cry series, but as a fan of him, I'd support that. I'd be happy.
Actually, that's funny, because that means there's 2 Rangers in Devil May Cry.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
Who's the other one?
Yeah.
The guy that plays as Nero, Johnny on Bosch, he played as...
He was Adam from...
Yeah, I know who Johnny
Mighty
Young
Morphin.
Bosch is. He's in... Oh, they're in the same...
Yeah, he's
Cool.
Nero, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh my,
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, the only Power Rangers Time Force episode I had growing up was the one with the Quantum Ranger on it. I hated him. I thought he was a piece of shit because he was trying to take the Rangers.
yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to the Power Rangers podcast.
If they do not put Green Power Ranger in Smash Bros,
Yeah.
a GameStop employee is getting pepper sprayed.
And to go with
That's
the
all I
meme,
can say.
Goku as well. If we're going through
Yeah.
this route. And
Do you remember the
Caillou.
Green Power Ranger was in Smash Pact? We forced him into every episode,
Yes.
which was
I
3.
remember that, yes.
Me and Chris made I didn't like do the visuals for it yet. We recorded it like almost a year ago. We recorded Smash Pact episode 4. And the Green Power Ranger, I believe, plays a prominent role in it.
I think so.
You only refer to him as the Green Power Ranger, not Tommy Oliver, just his title as a Power
We've
Ranger.
always referred to him as the Green Power Ranger.
Which Green Power Ranger? Oh, just, the Green Power Ranger.
It's just a sprite of a Green Power Ranger that stands idle.
The Green Tiger Ranger.
Yeah, he's not the White Ranger.
He's
He
the Green
stands
Tiger.
with his arms like this and just stands. I found the
Yeah, it was
fucking
like a
Mackle sprite
stretched
sheet.
image of it.
I actually found the fucking Mackle sprite sheet though, with like the little character with the blue hair.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I have that.
I still have
Oh.
downloaded the Pixel Me and You, I think.
The one that Cody made?
Yeah. That was even
Yeah,
made
I have
for
that.
anything. Yeah.
I think I have that too.
I still have a letter I was going to send to Cody, but I forgot to mail it, and it had a picture of remember for a minute he was calling everybody fucklord.
Okay.
We say that on the show.
Yeah, I don't know. Can I?
I remember. Yeah.
Okay.
So I drew him fucklord, Star-Lord's douchey younger brother.
Okay.
I think I vaguely remember you guys talking about this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, the thing that's really funny is that I still have a script on this computer from Smashback.
Oh my god, you do?
Yeah.
I probably do. Or from a bunch of things, I think. I don't know. Like, I slowly delete them over time, but just get lazy and just not do it.
I don't think there's anything deleted. We have like half of an episode of season 2 on this.
You gotta clear up space then. What are you doing saving these files? You're gonna use them for later? Mike's gonna copyright strike you or something.
I should do that. I should upload the map
Sony.
collection of shit we have.
It's gonna become the thing you hated the most.
My dad just posted a friendiversary challenge because we've been friends on Facebook for a year, and he showed me his results because I guess they asked questions about you, and he got a 0% on questions about me. So my father does not know me.
Well, I mean, if he considers you friends and not father and son, then there's already a problem right there.
So,
my dad sent me that just to hurt me. That since it was 0%.
Dang.
So my dad left 24 years ago, and I still haven't heard back from him. So
Here's
hoping,
you're
Dad, if you're watching this, please call me.
You're just forgetting the milk part. All right, I put in the spoilers text channel in our Discord server. My dad left to get milk and he didn't come back and something like that, and you just stole the joke. What the F?
Or it actually happened to him. Oh man, we're getting depressing.
Yeah. Great way to start off the new year.
Are you okay, Chris?
I'm constantly dying.
That's good.
We're all constantly dying.
We're actually each second nearing toward death, if you didn't know that already.
Exactly.
Yes.
I know.
I mean,
Every second. And every second we also get further from God.
shit.
We've already been.
We're giving Zachary an existential crisis.
I'm having an aneurysm.
Why
Aneurysm.
where I go, I start having-
Before we get to, so we're going to mainly talk about the Oscar nominations this episode. But before we get to that, does anyone want to share any fond memories of the last decade?
I remember when I forgot to put down the timestamp for all those other episodes, including this one. Do you remember when we started recording? Just a spitball. What time you think we?
Well, we started recording back in 2015.
Yeah, well, that's not. Okay, not. I'm gonna put down 8:30. So we've been recording for 14 minutes approximately. Let's do that.
I remember when we started DuckCast, it was me, Chris, and Mitzi.
Yeah.
No, not Chris. Me, Cody, and Mitzi.
I wasn't there.
Oh, it was Stuart or
Yeah,
Cody?
me, Cody, and Mitzi, and we did 3 episodes on a different channel that I sent uploaded to this channel, and then we didn't continue to make it, and I was like, okay, for this take 2, and here we are. Is this episode 90 or?
Is it? That'd be cool. Not only a new
This could be
decade
episode
one, but
90.
90. I mean, that's like 10 episodes away from 100. Let me see.
Yeah, that's almost 100.
What's that from again?
Jack's Films, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
But you also say
No, we're on 89 right now. Next
89.
episode is 90.
I thought Gage was 89.
88.
Damn, son.
Daniel, remember that meme? Sorry.
Favorite meme of the decade. All of you go.
Oh.
Favorite meme of the decade. You can't think of your actual favorite. Just name one.
Ugandan Knuckles.
Ah, damn,
Do you know
that
the
was late 2018 or 2017. That's not even close to 2019, dude. No.
That's this decade. No, this decade.
Oh, this decade. I thought you said this year, last year. Decade. Wow, that's a lot.
God, I think. Oh no, I know my.
I mean, I know they really started to blow up after getting himself. For me, I know I started to notice more and more memes after that, which was 2012.
Skeleton.
My favorite was the neon cat
Red skeleton.
I had a good time. It was short, but the Shaggy being amazing and everything meme. That was.
Oh
cool.
yeah. Oh,
We watched the
You
video together,
complained
didn't we?
about it in one of our Macklin Zatches.
Did I? It was ironic, I guess. I don't know. I kind of liked it over time.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry for calling you out.
No,
I
it's
just
funny.
edited the best. I edited the entire best of 2019 reel, and I literally watched that just yesterday of you saying the Shaggy meme is so annoying.
I think my favorite meme was shoot, what was it? I totally forgot, so I'm gonna just say it's the "oh shit, what up" frog.
And my favorite thing of last year is I uploaded like one video last year.
You know what? I've really enjoyed, like, just as a whole, just Twitch culture and like all the assortment of memes that they've had and me discovering that at some point up until now. I've really enjoyed that. It's yeah.
Twitch?
Yeah. It's
yeah.
this whole culture. For those that like don't watch Twitch, they have no idea what I'm talking about. They're like, oh, whatever. But it's like you just don't know until you experience it. It's so good. It's such a fun time.
I've experienced Mixer recently.
Mixer?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I
Because
gotta
have
say,
friends who use it. That's the only reason.
Mixer has those weird bit things
Decade?
or something. I don't
No.
know. Or those emote. I don't know. Twitch has better.
My
emotes,
favorite
though,
meme of the
for sure.
decade. My favorite meme of the decade is "Damn Daniel."
Thanks. I felt self-conscious saying that, and now, thanks. Man.
My favorite, my actual favorite meme of the decade is Durplank.
What?
Durplank. Look it up.
Plank?
Durplant.
Plant. You kept cutting off the other two times.
It's
Never
guy
heard
points
of
at a plant and says Durplant. It's my favorite meme of the decade.
it. Great.
And someone made a Minecraft version of it. Favorite meme of the decade, Minecraft.
Favorite video game of the decade? That's a good one.
To the Moon. Maybe Undertale. I really love Undertale and To the
I'm surprised yours isn't Breath of the Wild. But,
It's a debate. It's a
Oh,
debate.
yeah, Breath
because
of the Wild. You know what? Yeah, definitely.
Here's the problem.
I'm
I'm old as fuck. So it's between Breath of the Wild or Link's Awakening because
Oh, the remake thing? Well,
yeah.
I've played both. I mean, I would replay both, but I think Breath of the Wild has more replayability. I mean, there's more content in it. And there was times for me, like Link's Awakening, I had to go online to find out some stuff. I just didn't know. Like, I don't know, Breath of the Wild, it's a combination of both easy and hard, and I don't know, it's just fun for everyone.
The reason why it's a debate is because I'm old and I grew up with the actual Game Boy game. It's actually
Okay, but
fucking.
take off your nostalgia goggles, see what I did there, and just see the truth, you know?
Okay, cool. So if I'm gonna take off nostalgia goggles, I still kind of have to say that even without it, it just is a game that's meant to be replayed because it's a Game Boy game originally. But I do have to say Breath of the Wild because that's everything I wanted in a Zelda game.
Yeah, man. I mean, it changed so much, and the UI is just really good. I don't know. It's so good. I'm excited for the second game, dude.
And again, Resident Evil 2 was fucking baller.
yeah, that was
Resident Evil 2.
the latecomer. Good. Oh man,
There's so many good games actually.
there were a lot of good games this decade because because Persona 5 I was gonna say was my favorite game of the decade.
Yeah, that one.
But then I remembered Bayonetta 2 came out in 2013 and I just fell in love with that, and so it's like
I don't know.
I hear that's
We
a
haven't
good
looked.
series.
Don't take my opinion on game of the decade too seriously, because I played like 5.
No, you've played more than that. I mean, 3DS
I played a lot
games
of
think
older games this decade, but a lot of them were from previous decades.
Well, think about like 3DS ones that we played a bunch, like Fantasy
liked
Life.
Fantasy
and,
Life.
Yeah, and Smash Bros, Animal Crossing, New Leaf.
I guess New Leaf was. I just kind of associate Animal Crossing with the old stuff, no matter what. But I guess so. New Leaf was.
it's a new
I like the GameCube one more. There's less to do, but it just like because of the nostalgic music and all that, just like has a.
You
It's
people
just like
and your nostalgia.
it feels warmer. It's warmer when I play it. You know, I got a nice, warm, cozy feeling when I play the game. When I play the new one, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I like the series, but
So
the first one, man.
Can't wait.
So hear me out.
What?
You need to buy the new Animal Crossing. I don't care if you
Exactly.
don't have a Switch. You need to buy it.
I'm not gonna buy it without a Switch.
Buy it. Okay, buy yourself a Switch.
I love how the Mystery Dungeon remake is coming in the same month. I'm really excited for
I
that
did
one,
play
too.
that game when I was a kid. I like
They're
Mystery.
remaking it. It's so good.
Yeah,
And there's like
I saw the
newer
trailer.
stuff too from like Mega Evolutions, and there's even like a 4th gen Pokemon Lucario in the trailer, and they could possibly add even more. So more, and that game had so much content as well, especially post game.
Yeah.
Like just imagine how much more they're gonna add to this. So
I
good.
always
gotta
liked that series.
And even better, it's not split into 2 games. It's just 1 game, which is great.
That is
You don't have
nice.
to like get a friend to like help get certain Pokemon. It's fantastic.
What Pokemon were you guys when you did Pokemon Mystery Dungeon?
I
Do you
played the
remember?
demo, which is going to transfer to the main game when it comes out, and I got Mudkip.
I don't remember.
And
It's been too long.
I named my Mudkip Schmegbop. Sorry, Schmeg. Yeah, Schmegbop, because Schmiegelbop was too long. I wanted to do a Schmiegelbop, but it's now Schmegbop. And I named my partner Pokemon Trico Liability, like I always do. Because he is.
Favorite, could you grab my Switch?
Yeah.
My favorite is Bulbasaur. So maybe I was a Bulbasaur. I don't know.
No, Switch is like right there.
No, yeah.
I
I
can't.
love
do it.
Bulbasaur.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think when I played, I was a Trico actually. So
My original game, which
See how
I
this is.
deleted at some point, I remember I became a Bulbasaur first. That was my very first thing.
See-
Yeah.
no, yeah. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Don't die.
I was gonna ask another question.
Favorite TV shows of the decade.
Yeah, I was
Not-
gonna say movies and TV shows.
And not counting ones that ended in the decade, like Breaking Bad, because that started before the decade.
I actually gotta make a comment on that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing I'm actually doing a video on Movie Mackle called the top 10 shows of the decade, and my ruling is as long as the glory days were this decade, I'm counting it. Just because, like for example, Mindhunter and Ozark are 2 of my current favorite shows, but there's only 2 seasons this decade. I can't put them on my top 10. Maybe the glory days of Ozark and Mindhunter are going to be this decade. So that's my loophole, but I'll follow that rule for this one. I just think it's fair to pick something that had a majority of its run, because I would say Community. Actually, no, I would say BoJack Horseman.
BoJack is really good.
I couldn't get into it personally. I tried for a few seasons and fell out.
Yeah.
I'm just an asshole, I guess.
I fell into it late, but now I'm sitting here. Oh yeah, shit! The finale's coming up. It's supposed to be at the end. Yeah.
Like 16 days.
Oh.
I've been counting the fucking days down. I'm like, I just want it. I want it so bad.
You know what show I really like that came out recently?
What?
I love the genre, The Witcher. I've never played the
I heard
games,
good
but
things.
I watched the show, and I'm so into the fantasy genre, and like it's just so good. It's like this adult version of like this fantasy stuff with the elves and mages and knights and everything. It's just so good. It's so good. I love it. I can't wait for the second season.
I'm gonna watch it.
I wish I had more episodes this season, but yeah.
What's your favorite show of the decade, though? What's your favorite of the decade? Is it Witcher?
I don't know. I can't count Breaking Bad because it didn't start this decade, unless if we're going by your thing. If it was the majority, then I guess Breaking Bad, because of course it's Breaking Bad.
Seasons 3 through 5 took place this year, so I would say if seasons 3 through 5 were your favorite seasons of the show, then...
I mean,
then
Breaking Bad in general is just the best, so I mean, if we're counting that, fine. Yeah, Breaking Bad for sure.
My favorite show.
Yeah, it's a good show. What, Chris? Did Olivia? Did you name one yet, or did you just say you like?
We really don't watch that much, but I think.
Have you seen The Umbrella Academy?
No, that's the thing.
I've been meaning
you
to-
would.
Oh,
But
jeez. So can I cheat on this one because I've only seen one episode, but I enjoy it because I know what it is.
What?
Have you guys seen the show The Boys?
The what?
Wait,
The Boy.
the boy or the
You know?
voice? Hold on.
Boys.
Is that?
Oh,
like
the
the
boys. I heard the voice, and I'm like, no, not that reality show stuff. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, I love
The boys I hear is
guy.
really good, but I don't have what was it, Amazon Prime that's on?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have that. I wish I did.
I only got to see one episode, but I fell in love with it, and it's based off a comic, so
Yeah. I hear it's really good though.
yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
no, yeah, for sure. I was gonna say, oh man, I don't know, because I really like The Witcher, like from what I've seen, but
I'll give it to BoJack Horseman.
I might,
because we binged that.
Okay, yeah, I binged it when you fell asleep too.
Actually,
so.
guys, I gotta say Big Mouth because me and Olivia watched both.
Hell yeah!
Every time a season comes out, we binge it. That's just what we literally will spend the whole night, or if we can't, the full 2 days. We'll watch
that
it.
one a chance. I've given F is for Family a chance. I fell off of it for a bit, but I might get back into it.
I like F is for Family, but I really hate the animation style.
Yeah.
I got used to BoJack pretty quickly. A lot of people don't like BoJack style. It actually really grew on me. I like it now. F is for Family. We're 3 seasons in, and I still hate the way it looks.
I think I'm in season 2 right now, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Season 3 is my favorite.
Looking. I'm watching the show for like, does it make me laugh or not? And sometimes it does. That's where I'm at right now.
I also think it's interesting. I just think it creates kind of like a more realistic take on The Simpsons or Family Guy, where it's like a dysfunctional family comedy.
He's talked about in interviews like his growing up in the 70s compared to kids growing up now, and it's very different. And you see that in this.
Yeah, it's kind of like those. Like it's kind of like The Simpsons and Family Guy in some ways. But the only thing is, when characters get into arguments or something happens, or one of them does something shitty, it's not forgotten about the next episode. It builds up and gets like it goes way past your comfort zone, and I love it for that.
I think it's different because it's a Netflix show and you're able to binge it like that, whereas the other shows, it was a different time. Like Arrested Development, they didn't know that they didn't have that audience that was like coming in every week to make sure that everyone was keeping up with what was going on. And that's why I fell off. But
for sure, season 3 is really good. Definitely try to get to season 3. I still don't like the animation style. I like the second season a lot too. I think the first season's the worst one, and then it got like a lot better. The first season's not terrible, but I liked it enough to watch season 2. But it's definitely. I love the fucking intro though. The theme song's so good.
So good.
All right, favorite movie. This one I can't like give a great answer on because I really have only been following movies like that well since 2017. I'm gonna say for now that it's Her, but that might change.
I'm not when it comes to movies. I'm not good at like staying on one because it always changes. But a good handful that I really like from this decade: Infinity War, Joker. I'm trying to think of more, but those are 2 definitely good ones. That.
What about Whiplash? Me and you've talked about that in a very positive light.
I don't hate Whiplash. I think
Pilgrim
it's like Back to the Future. I've seen it enough times where I'm like, okay, I need a bit before I watch it again. Really
Scott Pilgrim versus the World's high up there for me.
Yeah.
I
don't know. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so Star Wars: Rise of the Skywalkers is the greatest movie I've ever seen.
I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's really bad though, and a friend of mine saying, "Oh my god, I loved it." I'm like, I don't know, but I'll keep it open.
Real talk. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is one of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Good
so
movie.
I'm just gonna.
I liked it. Okay, it's not my favorite Tarantino's, but you know what I saw recently on Netflix? It's not even from this decade. I just want to talk about it. Have you guys seen the Kill Bill movies?
Yes. Well,
I've seen part 1. I haven't seen part 2 yet.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them yet.
I saw both movies a day apart, and like they're so entertaining. They're so good. They're way up there for me for the Tarantino movies. They're so much fun.
Be watching them soon, probably.
Or something.
They're so
those aren't
good.
this decade, though.
I do.
What?
I don't think those are this decade.
I know. I said, but I'm just like talking about Tarantino. Like, just I saw those recently. Yeah.
I think some of my I'm like, I have a hard time I couldn't pick a favorite movie of this decade, but I loved I think Shape of Water is one of my closest ones.
It's a good movie.
It's beautiful. And then I gotta say I do love Joker a lot. I gotta give that movie props.
Yeah.
And,
when you say you're like greatest movie of the decade, does it matter that the movie isn't great, but the reaction it got was?
It depends on your experience. It depends on your experience.
So, I will say that I got to give Star Wars. What is the second one?
Oh, The Last
Jedi. I enjoyed that movie more from the fact that a lot of Star Wars fans hated it. It's not me being spiteful. It's because like it's not the movie. I liked it because it's something they weren't expecting, and what they were expecting was generic as hell.
I sure didn't expect it. Sorry.
I did. Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm kind of on board with you on that one. I do like that.
I have to say that I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than the Force Awakens. So, and I gotta say, I liked it as a Star Wars film. So.
I think The Last Jedi, I heard I listened to a podcast and they were talking about The Last Jedi in it. And they were saying that, like, only one of them said this, but they said despite the fact that, like, a lot of the flaws that The Last Jedi had in it, it is, like, the one movie of the trilogy that kind of felt like it had a personality to it because of Rian Johnson. A lot of people hate Rian Johnson for it. But I mean, he's not a bad director. I just saw Knives Out, like, a week or two ago, and that was awesome.
I wanted to see that.
I'm dying to see that still.
So good. So good.
I really for me, The Last Jedi was just really boring. Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I'm not even going to see Rise of the Skywalker because I don't care.
Rise of the Skywalker.
What is it again?
Just forget
the Skywalker. Okay, whatever.
I give up. Flips table. So you want to talk about the Oscars stuff?
Yeah, just to name a few more movies real quick that popped in my head. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri was possibly one of my favorites of the decade. It's probably like in my top 10, honestly. I did like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood a lot too. I really like The Hateful Eight.
Oh shit, yeah.
Hateful Eight.
I have not seen it, unfortunately.
So good.
Hey, have you seen the Roadshow cut of Hateful Eight?
Yes, and that's stupid. They shouldn't have even existed. It's just
exactly
it's
what
unnecessary. There's like barely anything that changes in it. I'm so strong on that opinion. They add so little.
Zachary recommended it to me on DuckCast, and he wouldn't let me watch that version. He said, "No,
watch the movie version. It's just, I don't know. You don't need to watch it in parts, and it's the way you should watch it."
You're dictating the way I choose to watch it.
I'm not dictating. I'm helping you out as a friend.
I'm helping you. My opinion matters the most. I'm fucking with you. It's okay.
Fuck you.
Love you, buddy. 10
Fuck
years.
You. Take it back.
Just
God, take your sweaty hand off my face. Thank you.
All right, let's go for the Oscars. I keep calling you out. I'm so sorry.
The fuck is
Actually, before we get into the Oscars, I have one video game that I forgot to mention.
Go ahead.
And that was Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh yeah.
I keep seeing your icon appear. Fire Emblem Three Houses like months after the game's already been out. I'm like, wow, this game must really be good. My friend Teddy also plays it a lot too.
There's so much shit to it, and it's so fucking good.
Do you think, Chris, as someone who has played a Fire Emblem game from the Game Boy Advance and didn't get far in it, didn't really like it, kind of a newcomer technically, I guess, would I be interested?
You would be way more interested in this one because it's a lot more friendly than the Game Boy Advance one, and it's also
friendly
just
to
so
newcomers
much
too.
better. Yeah, it's really good to newcomers, and it's just amazing.
It's got a lot of personality.
The overworld gameplay I like in buildings, walking around, it looks very, like Dragon Quest, for example. I know if you played the recent one, which is amazing, there's so much content in that, but, I mean, if it's this open world thing, and, like, fantasy style, of course, which is great, but if the system, the battle mechanics and everything, and UI looks good and works well, I mean, I'd be down to try it.
I'd recommend it. I wish that there was demos, because that would be the best way, but I don't think there is anymore.
Yeah.
Why would they take demos off? If they had it on, they shouldn't take it off. It's weird.
No, I mean, like, I don't think they ever had one.
Gotcha.
I'm just used to, I'm used to old-ass demo discs, that... But I just think that it would be... It was a great game. I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm still fucking... There's so much you can do. That's why I'm still playing it.
No, yeah.
There's... each story is important.
And I was playing through it for a while, but then Chris was like, "Oh no, move over! I'm getting back into my game." I took too long.
That was with me with the recent Dragon Quest game. There was just so much content that I was just playing and playing and playing until I played everything that was in the game. It's so great.
No, yeah, it's really good, and then it's just like it's a lot of fun, and because it's like a lot of it's kind of like the first. It's like the older Fire Emblems and the resemblance of the. Hang on, just because the second, because within like before Three Houses, it became kind of like a waifu like shipping ground type game. where there was issues with that with the fandom. Like, I mean, I'm just talking about three. I'm not talking about.
I think I heard something about that with Three Houses. Is that true, Chris? Are you trying to deny something that may be true? It's
I'm trying to cover up because the Rifle Wars wasn't until Birthright and Conquest.
Yeah, Birthright and Conquest.
Awakening didn't have it that much.
No, yeah, Awakening was about the Birthright and Conquest was. So, and this Three Houses pulls it. It was what I'm saying is Three Houses pulls it back, where you're more about seeing as you make your characters bond. It's more about seeing them being friends and better comrades and allies
instead of the waifu. Yeah,
instead of that, you know.
So you still get to fuck.
Yeah. I can't say what I wanted to say, but yeah.
Did I say my favorite video game of the decade? Because I just remembered if I said something, I might just change it right now.
Breath of the Wild.
Definitely. What?
You said Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I think I'm changing that to the recent Dragon Quest game actually, because like that was a great time.
Yeah,
that was a great time. I can't wait for this 12th one.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, sorry. Let's go to the Oscars and the such.
My favorite video game of the year was Mario Party 10. All right.
Yay!
Okay, so some of these categories were probably just better off skipping. I'm not sure if we'll have a lot to say about some of them. Some of the, like, for example, like best animated short films. I haven't seen any of these. I doubt you guys have seen any of these. Have you?
You would be surprised. Name them.
I can name them if you guys. Okay, I'll go for each category. I'm starting at the very end of the list because it gets more interesting as you go up. And if you guys think you have something to say about it, tell me to do it. Only one person needs to say they want to do it for us to do it. Okay. So if you want to do it, feel free. Okay. So best sound editing. Does anyone want to talk about best sound editing?
Oh, I thought you were.
I didn't even hear.
I didn't really hear what the thing is we're talking about. What?
Best sound editing.
What about?
Does anyone want to talk about that, or should we skip it?
I would
sound
talk about
editing,
it, but I
barely knew her.
Okay, I'm just gonna fucking read through it because this is gonna take even longer. All right, Oliver Tarney for 1917. I'm not gonna read all the names.
Cool.
Which one had the best sound editing? 1917, 4B, Ferrari. 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Star Wars, The Rise of the Skywalker, Star Wars, Rise of the Skywalker. Two different people who worked on the movie. Same thing with 1917, Rachel Tate and Oliver Tarney. And then for the Joker sound editing.
Joker
by Alan Murray.
Murray. So this is the lineup, and we're trying to guess who's going to win for that category.
Just thoughts on it. Again, I can skip some of these.
I think Dunkirk is going to win it.
I think Dunkirk's got it. Dunkirk or Bohemian Rhapsody. All right, here's my one prediction. Here's my one prediction for the sound editing. Whatever wins sound editing will also win sound mixing.
Probably.
They really should. We had this discussion last year. They should just combine those categories.
Out of all these movies, I've only seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Joker. I guess that, I don't know, that neither of them had, like, especially amazing or bad sound editing.
I feel...
Nothing recognizable.
Yeah, I mean, what was the other one? Dunkirk in 1917? Those are war movies, right? Like, wouldn't they be more...
Yeah, Dunkirk was one of them, Zach.
Were they?
No.
Okay. I'm like legitimately asking.
He has a point.
I'm sorry.
War movies, though.
But like whichever one is the war movie in that lineup, I mean, wouldn't that have a lot of sound editing and mixing in that?
Yeah, but it could be shitty. I haven't seen it.
I know, but usually movies like that are very in-depth and really immerse you into the war.
I actually heard of Dunkirk though that the sound editing and sound mixing it was too loud to hear the characters.
Oh shit! Never mind then, I guess.
Which I guess is a good thing because it's like supposed to be war and it's supposed to be loud. But I don't know. I heard there was problems with the sound mix, and I don't think the Academy knows what the fuck they're talking about.
I feel like Uncut Gems would have been nominated for this category. Remember, like all those scenes where it was like there's just all that loud noise going on. Like you could just.
They had so many conversations going at once, which added so much to the anxiety of the movie.
But like all these sounds around would just raise up, and there's all you hear is sound, and it just made you more tense.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it
Oh,
made
yeah.
and you felt for the characters because in those moments the characters were also getting more tense at each other. And it's it worked very well.
Yeah.
When it comes down to
Gems
it,
got nothing.
What
It got
happened?
nothing, just so you guys know.
I can't.
wow. To
Best
be honest,
animated
though,
short. What?
I do think that from Joker, it did have a little bit of good sound mixing.
Nothing bad, for sure.
I think it's
me.
mostly in the score that it excelled rather than the sound editing and mixing.
Was
I don't really
the score
think
for
it did
Joker
much.
good?
What?
Yeah, the score got
Yeah,
nominated.
I think
for
so.
it.
I don't know why my voice raised like that. Like I'm lying. I'm not. I actually legitimately mean that.
Yeah, I just don't remember it.
Yeah, the
Uncut
violins
Gems
and
had a very
everything. Very
memorable
good
score.
score.
Oh, that's a good
Uncut
The
Gems
way
had
they
an awesome
focus on
score.
words and stuff in Joker is the reason why I say it. Is because it's just the dialogue itself and how crisp it was for what it was. Since some movies are just garbage like that.
That's true. I don't know.
I don't really have a strong opinion on sound editing. I do with some movies, like the year that Baby Driver was up for nomination, for example. Or even I thought A Quiet Place made a lot of mistakes, but even A Quiet Place made sense. It's just none of those movies really have especially great sound editing, to my knowledge.
I think Baby Driver was worth it.
Yeah, Baby Driver didn't win though; it lost to Dunkirk.
I know. I'm just saying.
All right, best animated short film. Should I read these? Do you want me to, Chris?
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sister, Kit Bull,
Ooh.
Memorable, Hair Love, and Daughter.
Are most of these like foreign animated films or something that we've never heard of? Or
I've seen them.
It's special animated short film, so it's only
Yeah, because that's all I do. Remember, you literally ask, "What do I do in my spare time?" I watch those. Shit, man.
What's your favorite one?
Kit Bull is the only one I've seen, and if that one won,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be. Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, just for the record, when we're going through these, you're not obligated to say what you think is going to win if you have no idea. Just give your opinion. If you have a prediction, go ahead and say it, but we don't have to do it for every single one.
I've seen most of them. I haven't only seen one of them, but Kit Bull is the one that I think would win just because of what it is.
Okay.
It's one of those. It's a feely good one. Like it's
kind
not
of.
It actually takes you through some rocky emotions, but then it's got a really cute payoff. So
I'm gonna try to watch the animated shorts this year. I normally don't, but I'll try this year.
I just happened to just watch nothing but animated shorts this year, so I mean.
It's also, as I say, it's also a Pixar one, so that means Disney can throw enough money at the Academy to win.
We've got best production design.
I'm just interested. What is that?
19 best production design. What are the nominations?
Yeah.
1917, Parasite, Jojo Rabbit, The Irishman, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and that's it. And there's more than one person for most of these movies nominated. There's several people being offered the award.
What was that third to last one?
Which Jojo Rabbit?
Jojo Rabbit, Irishman, and what was the last
Once
one?
Upon a Time in Hollywood, 1917, and Parasite. The only movie, the only of those I haven't... Actually, there's a couple I haven't seen. I haven't seen Parasite, 1917, or Jojo Rabbit. And I do plan on watching Parasite and Jojo Rabbit before the Oscars. 1917, not as much.
I haven't seen Jojo Rabbit, but from the trailers, it looks like they did a good job. I'm watching The Irishman for the second time. I'd say they did a good job at, like, going through each decade and, like, picking things for sets. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think, is the best that I'm seeing. Apparently, Parasite has amazing production design, and so does
I think Once Upon a Time did a good job, Yeah,
it did do a good job. They had some really great sets. They have, like, movie sets within the movie, but older movie sets for, like, old westerns. That was really cool.
And like that house and where that real life shooting took place, like they made it look a lot like how that actually looked, that area. So I'd say Once Upon a Time for that. Yeah.
What about Chris and Olivia? What do you guys think?
I was to say, first, Chris is sorry he is having an emergency, but second, the thing with I think definitely for the production stuff, like Jojo Rabbit does look impressive, and we haven't seen it, but that's one I want to see really bad.
Yeah.
But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood really did do a lot of really cool stuff with its production design. I gotta say, I have not seen Parasite,
I really need to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. But I was gonna say, and then I'm gonna assume the Irishman is doing cool stuff. But I have,
It's good. I just don't know if it's worthy a worthy competitor against Once Upon a Time in Jojo.
Probably not.
You know.
Yeah,
They did a good job still. I mean, it's just nothing as incredible as what these other two movies did. And I'm just saying Jojo Rabbit because from what I've seen in the trailers, but again, I think
no, yeah,
what I've seen
it looks like it looks like they did some really fun stuff with like
Yeah.
the production for that one, though.
You can tell from the trailer that 1917 also has some pretty cool production design, but I haven't seen it, so I'm not giving it my vote. So I guess I'll continue. Is Chris going to be back?
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Is he
Okay.
pooping?
Yeah.
Is he doing little shoots of poops?
Let's keep going. All right, best costume design. We got Joker. A lot of these are, I guess that's every Oscars. Like it's just the same movies over and over
If we're
again.
talking about Joker, I mean, we gotta think of like other characters as well. I mean, it was just pretty much
Let me
normal
finish the
clothing
list.
for that one.
Joker, The Irishman, Little Woman, Jojo Rabbit, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood obviously has really good ones. I hear Little Woman has like great costumes.
Just from what
Costume design.
yeah, it's really nice because it really plays with the period and as well as like the color palette. So it looks like really good.
Yeah, I think Joker is a horrible choice because there's like two characters I can think that have like
I don't know why it was
costumes that
nominated
stand
for that
out.
one.
I don't know. Joker got a lot of nominations.
Too
Joker-
many, in my opinion. But
It's not bad costume design. There's
Yeah.
just nothing that stands out about it.
exactly.
Welcome back, Chris.
I mean, the Irishman again. They did a
What's
good
up?
job, right?
The Irishman did a good job too, but I wouldn't say there's anything like super standout. It's mainly just people wearing suits, older dudes in suits.
Okay.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It fits the movie very well. But if you're talking about something that like really stands out about the costume design, to be fair, there's like, like if
I mean, I haven't
The
seen.
Irishman
I
is
can't really
not like-
remember any scene from Little Woman, so maybe you're right about that one.
The Irishman is. I mean, The Irishman's a good movie, but the only disadvantage, it's not really a costume movie. Like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, or Jojo Rabbit, or even Little Woman. Yeah, like those are kind of costume movies.
I'm just
The
I'm just saying
Joker
because
is
also you
definitely
gotta
not a
think about
costume
like
movie.
each decade they did different decades, different time periods in the Irishman when they were different ages. So maybe
That's true.
But,
There's probably some nice little details in there. There's probably a lot of details in the wardrobe, but it's nothing that really stands out to the audience. I don't think, at least.
Mhm.
Best visual effects. We got Star Wars: Rise of the Skywalker again. Why are you laughing at me again? I said
Rise
it right.
of the Skywalker.
The
That's
Rise
exactly
of
how
the,
you say it.
I said the Rise of Skywalker.
Good.
Avengers Endgame, 1917, The Lion King, and The Irishman. I'm gonna have to go 100%. Lion King.
Why did that even get nominated? Oh wait, maybe because Disney owns the Oscars, right? Maybe that's why they
Jesus.
snuck right in there, huh?
The
Yikes.
Lion King. Yeah.
God.
I mean, it's good animation on the animals. They look like real animals, but it's so like.
You know what? See, that's
Oh,
the thing,
man.
right? That's the thing, right? Is that I feel like you can say that they were good.
You know what? The de-aging on the actors
doesn't
in The
work.
Irishman was very good.
Yeah, it was.
If it is enough to compete with as much CGI as they put into Endgame, I don't know, but we will
I
see.
think Avengers Endgame will probably win it. I think that they're going to want to give Endgame a Oscar, especially since it's the highest grossing movie of all time now.
I would
Yeah.
laugh if The Lion King won it. That would be amazing.
I would
I
laugh
can't
at
wait
The
to
Lion
react
King.
to that.
So
The Oscar-winning Lion King can go right next to the Oscar-winning Suicide Squad. I don't even think the original Lion King got an Oscar, so that'd be fucking funny
Yeah,
if
it'd
the
be
2019
horrible.
version
That
was the one that had an Oscar.
The whole room's just quiet. They're like so confused.
Oh my god, Jon Favreau is a fucking idiot.
I
I'm
love
sorry.
Jon Favreau, but he chooses some really stupid projects like that
It's
and Mowgli.
Oh, in
Or
the
Jungle
fucking
Book, whatever it was
commentary, I only know this because I watch Your Movie Sucks live stream. In the fucking commentary, he said we had to remove the scene where Rafiki hit Simba with a stick because him holding the stick wasn't realistic enough. But we had to throw the stick back.
What?
But then they said, but in the end, we had to give him the stick back for the fight scene because it was a fight, and it's like, so you give him a stick in a fucking stupid scene, but in one of the most crucial moments of the entire movie, you take it out.
Nah.
Well, John Favreau might be
maybe he was paid to
just
say
be
that.
this
Maybe
one.
he was just forced into a corner or something. I don't know. I have too much respect for him to believe.
It might be
things,
this
but
one fuck
maybe-
up. I'm calling him an
maybe-
idiot, but this is the only negative thing I have to say
Yeah.
about him as Lion King. So take that with a grain of salt.
No, here's the thing I love though is that when he pulls out the stick, like it's something like we're supposed to already know what it is, right? It's like Thor, like that scene where Captain America pulls out like the hammer.
Oh yeah.
It's treated kind of like that a little bit.
Oh my god, no, you're I'm not even kidding you guys, because like when I went and saw Lion King, I'm sitting in the theater like watching this. By the way, I fell asleep twice. By the way, didn't miss a damn thing.
Oh, it's
but
so
then-
bad. It's so bad.
But then I come in, I wake up, so I'm awake for the end of the movie. And when Rafiki pulls out the staff, all these people like, yeah.
So stupid.
Why
Were they
was
like teenagers or something, or
no, they were
families and
like
their kids?
adults. Like
And then like Rafiki went like Avengers.
These are the same people giving Disney money and encouraging them. Yeah, make more of these kind of movies. We love them. They're so
And
good.
I'm
Nostalgia.
I'm sitting in the theater. Like, who are you people?
They have horrible taste.
Best sound mixing.
Oh my god.
Didn't we touch that
Oh my
topic
God.
already?
When comparing it to the Oscars,
It's
yes,
going to
we
be
did
the
already
same
talk
lineup.
about that.
I'm telling you.
No, Ad Astra's actually in this lineup.
Ad
Ad
Astra. I wanted to
Astra's
say
there.
that.
I heard good things about it, but I don't know about the sound mix, and I haven't seen it yet. It
About
is
what?
one of the movies I plan on watching before the
It's
Oscars.
about in
though.
space and everything. Could have some good sound
Oh,
mixing.
Yeah, I only can make assumptions. I'm gonna go past sound mix. And best original song, "Stand Up" from Harriet. What? Wait, what are these movies from? What are these songs from? I don't even know what the movies these fucking songs are from. I'm assuming the Randy Newman song "I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away." I'm assuming that's Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna "Love Me Again" by Elton John, so Rocket Man. But was that song written for Rocket Man?
I think so.
Okay. I liked Rocket Man. Rocket Man was cool. It was a lot better than Bohemian Rhapsody, like a lot better. Stand Up, I'm standing with you. Into the Unknown, I recognize as a Frozen 2 song. Why don't they list the movies that these songs are from? Whatever. Do you guys know what the songs?
When they give the award, no one's gonna know who is it gonna be for. It's like, okay, does anyone?
Well, they'll show it at the Oscars. They'll show the movie it's from. But I'm standing with you. Does anyone know what that song's from?
Hang on, I think I wrote it down. I think that's where I stopped. Hold
Oh
on.
Jesus Christ! Where is it?
It's on the couch. Hold on. I think I got it.
There was a song in
They'll
Marriage
just
Story.
like do a raffle thing. Okay, number 381. Does anyone have 381 in the audience? And they're like, I got it. Give me the award.
That's hardly
how it's gonna work.
Apparently no. That's for the apparently no. That's where I stopped.
Oh.
I didn't.
There's a song in Marriage Story called "Being Alive" that I really like.
There was an original song in Marriage
I think
Story.
that one got. I thought that one got nominated.
It didn't.
Wait, Marriage Story
Really?
didn't get nominated for anything?
It did. The song
No,
didn't.
it got for a lot.
Was that an original song though? It may have not been original.
The fuck is Marriage Story?
It's
What?
a movie with Adam Driver
It's a good movie.
and Scarlett
How
Johansson.
the fuck did I spell that?
It's a
Best
good movie.
cinematography.
Very good.
Hold me about this fucking movie. I need to see that shit.
It
Best
didn't get
cinematography.
advertised too well, but it's there on Netflix.
Best cinematography. This is the category the Oscars wants to cut out. Okay.
Bad
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Irishman, 1917, The Lighthouse, and Joker. I'm gonna say The Lighthouse is the one that deserves it the most. That was an awesome movie.
I wanted
that
to
was
see
like it was
that.
shot.
I need to
was
see
shot-
I
it.
need to see the Lighthouse.
It was
yeah.
awesome. It was shot so fucking well too. That like
Okay.
absolutely deserves a place here.
If
Uh,
not
19
that,
by-
maybe The Irishman.
Yeah, The Irishman is definitely not shot poorly, but I don't know if there's anything stand out about it.
I would
Um,
say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for
Well
I would want that one to win Best Cinematography or Joker.
I mean, it does a good job of doing like a lot of good wide shots and really taking you in to the surrounding area. Like that one scene where he's at that camp full of the people, whatever. I don't know. A lot of good shots there, I remember.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Can't really remember too much from that movie.
I also like the way they did the final scene. You know, him getting stabbed in the leg and him tripping out. That was also good. That was well done.
I was gonna say, I think the thing that appeals to me the most about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is those times when they flash to doing old film techniques.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like really cool, like older style film stuff, and then would come back and do like
the more modern
stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good
it was
reason.
Cool. Yeah, no, that definitely, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's definitely a good choice. I think it's honestly, my prediction is it's going to go to 1917 since they pulled a Birdman and tried to make it look like one shot. So I think that Hollywood is going to I think the Academy are going to eat that up and pick 1917.
Maybe.
So whatever. Best Adapted Screenplay: Jojo Rabbit, Little Woman, The Irishman, Joker, The Two Popes, and there's 2 writing credits for Joker in there. I guess The Irishman for me, because I thought that's the highlight of that movie to me, is the writing. The characters in the writing is. Because visually, The Irishman's not a bad movie at all, but it definitely was the characters that kept me engaged in the writing and the story.
I'd still be okay if the Joker won that one, but also
The
Irishman too.
I wouldn't give it that, but if you guys want it, go ahead.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I'm not saying The Irishman should. I'm also saying it could, and I would be okay with that as well.
Sure.
Fuck you.
I'm not trying to be condescending.
You're so condescending.
How's that being condescending?
You're like, you sound so fucking, I don't know.
I was sure. I was saying fine. I wasn't.
You have something else to say. I know it.
No, not really. I just I don't think it deserves the Best Adapted Screenplay, but it's fine that you do.
Okay.
It's not bad.
I'm looking at these nominations. Now that I'm looking at the list, I'm kind of wondering if Little Women is going to sneak in and take it.
Maybe.
But I don't know if it was the best. But it just is because it's such a classic story, and if it was well done, that might win over a lot of the Academy. Even though a lot of these are really tough choices, But I don't know. I'm just saying, if Little Women came out of nowhere and pulled it off for Best Adapted Screenplay, I wouldn't be horribly shocked.
Yeah. Have you seen that movie yet, Olivia? Little Woman?
I have not, no.
I really want to. I haven't gotten a chance yet, but it is one of the ones I'm going to see before the Oscars for sure. I'm not going to be able to see all of them. I think I'm going to skip 1917 and Ford v Ferrari.
I might see that. I might see these on the off days that we don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say we might try to go. I want to try to go see some of these or find out how to find some of these.
Next up, I have Best Original Screenplay, Marriage Story. There we go. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Parasite. One that I'm gonna definitely watch before the Academy. That's next up on my list. Knives Out and 1917. I think Knives Out could even be kind of cool. Honestly, I don't think it's the most deserving, but I think it does have a good screenplay.
I don't know if Once Upon a Time is a good one for if we're talking about original screenplay. I mean, this is based on something, so I mean, it's not completely original if we're talking about it specifically.
But
if it's not completely original, maybe not put in that category. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't think it's highly based on it. Like The Irishman is highly based on a real event.
Yeah.
This one more just kind of builds up to it, but it's about so much more than that.
I think I haven't seen. What was that one? Fuck, where are we?
We're on.
What was the one that I was about to say? Shit, I don't remember. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, I've heard nothing. I've heard nothing but really positive things about the writing for Knives Out.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the one I'm kind of putting my money on.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not gonna be mad if it doesn't win.
I feel like Parasite might become my choice for a lot of these once I actually see it. For now, I would say Knives Out would be really cool, but Marriage Story, I think, is my favorite of them all. It does a really great job of it does a really good job of presenting how divorce can destroy how badly
they do such a great job at like making you feel for one character, not the other, 1 second, and then you hear the other person's side, and you're siding with them, and then you're just conflicted through the rest of the movie. Like, okay, this sucks, and it's just like how an actual marriage is when you're the child.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I don't know. Yeah, you might have just swayed me there, but I don't know.
It's a great film.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's on Netflix. I definitely say check it out. Next up, we have foreign language film. Parasite is Parasite is a foreign film that got really popular in the U.S. So like Roma last year, you're seeing it pop up in all these different categories. Like I think I've said the word Parasite like 80 times going through this list.
Just from the one screenshot I saw of it, I knew that was not an American one.
Yeah. Les Miserables is one of them, and I guess that's just a foreign version of that.
Les Miserables?
Les Miserables?
I heard that twice. I'm just making sure that's what you said.
Yeah.
Les Miserables?
Yeah.
The name of the actual thing. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Cool.
Like the book? Like the one? Like that one?
The one we fucked up a few years ago?
Oh, so I guess someone in a different country decided that they were going to show us how it's done.
So probably French.
Yeah, it's probably French.
I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's Corpus Christi. Honeyland and Pain and Glory. I don't think any of us have seen any of these movies.
No.
Nope.
Parasite will win it, because then they don't have to give it Best Picture, just like they did with Roma. Best documentary feature. I haven't seen any of these. Do you guys want me to name documentaries? I saw some cool documentaries this year, but none of them got nominated. None of them really deserved to be nominated. They were just decent. The Woodstock documentary on Netflix is really cool.
I found that.
Did that Ted Bundy one on Netflix come out this year?
Yeah,
it was in parts. I mean, it's not really a movie thing. It's more in episodes, but it was good.
Yeah. That could have won an Emmy or something. Best director: Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood; Todd Phillips, Joker; Bong Joon-ho for Parasite; Martin Scorsese for The Irishman; and Sam Mendes for 1917. I would say
I'd say either Scorsese or Todd Phillips. I don't know. They both communicated very well with their actors and crew. I think, like, not only did they do a lot of scripted stuff, but also like ad-libbed and really felt free. I don't know. I think they both did a great job.
Yeah, Phillips, Scorsese, and Tarantino, I think, are the most logical to win.
Yeah,
but I feel bad
Oscars? Because they probably have.
Yeah,
Tarantino's got a couple. I know Scorsese's got at least.
I watched enough behind the scenes for both The Irishman and Joker to know that like both of those directors, they improvised a lot on set, and it's not like they knew what they were doing from the get-go, right, going in. And I think that takes a lot of talent to make a projects equally, those as good and have that all improvised or at times improvised. I mean, and I don't know. I think they both did a great job. So I'd be fine with either of them winning.
I think
I don't have a strong opinion on this one, honestly.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood had a really hard movie to kind of, I feel, direct because of like what they were asked to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did require a lot of tact, and then the idea that this was a different. This was a different time, but so yeah, this really was a bit, if you think about it that way, this really was a good exercise for Tarantino as a director, and it just shows how good he is.
Well, because the thing is, you also have to, if you're directing, you also have to kind of get some of that, because as you said before, with them using old film techniques,
yeah,
you also have to get the actor to act in that old film style, which is something they did a few times.
Well, that's true. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I still think my short list is Phillips, Scorsese, and Tarantino. Yeah. I think it's great.
I think Scorsese, though. I haven't seen it, but I feel like that's probably it.
I'm really conflicted. honestly.
They're all really good choices, honestly.
Well,
yeah.
here's my thing. I think that Quentin Tarantino and Martin Scorsese are the two that made the better movies on this list. Again, not having seen Parasite yet, I really do think, from what people tell me, Parasite's going to be high up there for me. 1917, I'm not so sure about. Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino, I like their movies a lot more than Joker. But at the same time, it's like Tarantino and Scorsese already won an Oscar, and an Oscar is what can really help a director. That's the one good thing about an Oscar, is it can help a director get projects off the ground, like Guillermo winning a few years ago with The Shape of Water. Guillermo.
Guillermo.
Gary.
Yeah, that's good.
Gary Mo.
Gary Mo. That was a really good win for him, just because now it like kind of helps him get some projects off the ground. Not that he was like already kind of like a decently well-known director, but the Oscar helped him. Like, it definitely was a good thing for him to win. The only thing with Todd Phillips, though, is Joker is the first thing that he's done that is really like even deserving of an Oscar at all. So
Isn't that still a good thing, though? I mean, the project just in general. If it's
sometimes I want to see like a director that like has like already proven themselves and hasn't gotten the attention they deserve. Get it?
How will he ever prove himself, though?
The directing by making more than one good movie, but I will say that I think the directing of Joker is one of the stronger parts of it. I was not that into the screenplay. I think it's not bad, but I think it forces some pretty dumb stuff into it. But I think the directing's actually pretty good in Joker. I really like the color palette. I really like the
color
shots.
grading, everything they did great.
It had the really good the tone for it too. Sorry, Chris. What?
I'm about to argue with that one. If the director killed it on his first go, right? Shouldn't we acknowledge that versus somebody that has been doing it for years and
directed the Hangover
should have fucking
movies.
done it the same way?
He directed the Hangover movies. This isn't like his first movie. This is his first.
Shit.
This is his first good movie. He's made a bunch of shit, and then he made a good movie.
Shouldn't he get credit for this one time that he did good?
For sure. For sure. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve it. I'm just saying, I don't know. Like, there's definitely people who directed movies this year that deserve it more than him, like the Shafty brothers, for example. But you're not wrong. I mean, he definitely deserves a lot of credit for making something better than the Hangover movies.
I think he's pretty tied with Scorsese and Tarantino, in my opinion. I think they all do great.
Fair enough. Next up, we have Best Original Score. Of course, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is one of them.
There's a bunch of reused stuff
cheating.
too, or like different covers of old stuff, I'm sure, in that.
In Star Wars, that's kind of cheating because there's a lot of just rehashed songs.
That's what I just said. Yeah, exactly.
I know. I'm just confirming what you said.
Star Wars just came out. I feel like they already knew it was going to be part of the Oscars before they saw the reaction to the movie.
Yeah.
Before they saw the public. It was just going to be in there. It's like no one even gives a shit anymore, at least not in comparison. 1917, Joker, Little Woman, Marriage Story. I would vote Marriage Story. I thought Randy Newman did Marriage Story. And actually, the one song he fucking wrote may have not been for Toy Story 4. That actually probably was for Marriage Story, now that I think about it. Because he did the music for Marriage Story. And I thought I think he did a really good job in Marriage Story. It kind of sounds like Toy Story 3 at a few points, but aside from that, I actually did a pretty good job.
I just don't remember any of the score from Marriage Story. Maybe that's a me thing, but I don't know.
I recognized it as Randy Newman as I was listening to it. Honestly.
So I'm gonna fight for Joker on this one and just say that it had a decent score. Like, it was good, I think. It had some eerie and nice cello moments to it.
Oh, the cello. It may be a meme, but it's gorgeous, you know?
Yeah. I remember liking the music while watching the movie, just none of it really stuck with me after. Like, I can still hear the fucking uncut gem score, which should be on here.
Yes.
I do agree. That should have made it.
The Joker score, though, from what I remember, I liked the music that accompanied the scenes. Best animated feature. I actually am very interested this year with what they picked. Hey, maybe it should be.
Live action Lion King, best animated.
Okay, we have Claus. Or some people are calling it Klaus, but it's supposed to be like Santa Claus. So I keep saying,
of course, it's Claus.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, because it's like Santa Claus.
Yeah,
I called
exactly. So
Klaus.
it can't be Klaus.
Okay. Claus. I really loved that. Missing Link, I didn't see that one, but it looks like it's a stop motion movie, animated movie, or it's a movie that's supposed to emulate stop motion like Coraline did. Toy Story 4.
Haven't
Of
seen
course.
Toy Story 4 does not deserve that.
No.
Toy Story 4 does not deserve that.
I don't think it does. I think it's going to win because it's the only Disney movie on here. Of course, it's going to be Toy Story 4.
Oof.
How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. Haven't seen the How to
I
Train Your
heard
Dragon
the franchise
movies.
is good. I haven't seen any of the movies.
Yeah.
I Lost My Body, which is I think it's a French film. I think it was French. Jesus, I actually watched this one too, and it's on Netflix. I watched it like 2 weeks ago, and I liked it a lot. I would vote for Claus. I really liked Claus.
I gotta go with that one from what I've seen because I think the movie that I wanted was Ugly Dolls, and that didn't make it. So
Ugly Dolls.
I gotta say, I hope Klaus wins.
Klaus.
I want Playmobil the movie. Damn it.
I hope Klaus wins. I swear to God, if Toy Story 4 wins, I'm gonna be pissed because it doesn't deserve it.
I still think that out of left field, it should be Ugly Dolls, the movie.
Toy Story 4 had some like impressive textures.
Pitbull has to come down from the rafters. I'm going worldwide.
The only good thing about Toy Story 4 is the icing on the cake, which is it visually, because the animation looks great in it, but it's just such a boring movie.
Well, the animation is beautiful. It's just
It's boring. It's so fucking boring, though.
Didn't we talk about
Woody
like
is the
what makes
only
an animated film win? Like, is it the visuals? Is it the?
It should be everything. It should just be the best
so
movie
vague.
that
See,
animated.
what really makes it win in the Oscars
Is it Disney?
is the party that they hold after the screening.
If it was fun or not, which one?
Yeah,
was more
that's really
fun?
it. That's really it.
They gave it to
Why is
Sony
my screen
last year
frozen?
for
That's just it.
Wait,
That's
hold
how
on,
it works.
hold on.
But Spider-Man's still
guys,
MCU.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, my screen is frozen.
I can hear
Even
you.
my own
Frozen.
webcam.
You look
Even
very.
Even my own webcam isn't even moving. I'm gonna check if I'm still recording. I'm gonna try to exit full screen. Oh no, my screen went black. Do you still hear me? Oh god. Whoa, what is happening? Oh boy. I'm still recording, right? Yeah, I am. Oh boy. Wow. Did anyone else go out or was it just me?
It's just you.
It was you.
Whoa.
Are you still recording?
Okay, yes. So everyone froze, then went black screen. I couldn't even exit full screen. Then Discord just like, and then came back on, and now we're good. That was
Zach,
weird.
have you seen any of the animated movies though? Back.
No.
Okay. Chris and
I'm
Olivia.
still traumatized right now. I'm sorry.
My pick is still Claus. Chris, you said your pick. Olivia, what was your pick?
No, I'm with you guys. I'm with you guys.
Okay.
Look, can we ask for a second? Is Zach okay? He just went to another universe.
I really did. That was horrible.
Into the Zachverse.
Zach comes back. I was gone for 4,000 years. How
It's
long
like
has
the
it been
Umbrella
here?
Academy. I was just gone for a year. I was in the war. I became gay. I found a lover.
You have a mannequin.
And then he died in the war, and then I got transported back to the present with my briefcase. None of you know what I'm talking about. You have to watch the show. Anyway.
Actually, that was in the comics, but no.
Yeah.
Best Supporting Actress. We have Kathy Bates from Richard Jewell. I haven't seen that. I don't even know what that is.
Okay.
Margot Robbie from Bombshell, not from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, from Bombshell. Scarlett Johansson from Jojo Rabbit. Florence.
Not from Marriage Story?
Well, I think she's Best Actress for that one.
Yeah. She.
This is supporting?
Yeah, supporting actress.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Florence. How do I say that last name? Florence Pugh.
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 I think.
I've heard the
I
name
don't know.
before.
Florence Pugh.
You say
P.
Oh.
I don't know.
Do I not know anything?
Florence P.
Florence P. That's her rapper name. She from Little Woman. Laura Dern from Marriage Story, who was the female lawyer, and
I
she was
don't like
great.
Laura Dern. I really don't.
She was super unlikable in Marriage Story, but she was great in Marriage Story for that very reason. Because I think she's supposed to be super unlikable.
Mm-hmm.
Best Supporting Actor, Anthony Hopkins from the two. I'm sorry. Do you guys? What do you guys think about those? I really only saw Marriage Story out of that list, so I don't know.
We didn't see any. We're good.
I'm gonna say Jojo Rabbit just because of how charismatic she was in the trailers.
Yeah.
Like she
Just from
kind
the
of
trailers.
Yeah.
Scarlett
Haven't even
Johansson
seen
is
the movie.
nominated for Best Supporting Actress and Best Actress this year. That's weird.
Imagine she wins both.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Best Supporting Actor, we have Anthony Hopkins from The Two Popes, which I thought that was a documentary. Honestly,
No, actually, it's a scripted thing with actors. I mean, I'm not a religious guy. I'm also Jewish, so I don't know if I would actually like that movie. I haven't seen it, but
yeah, it's on
know.
Netflix.
Is
So
it good?
since it's free, I might
are
watch
people
it.
saying it's good?
Yeah. Brad Pitt from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Hell yeah,
He did a good job.
it was awesome. Cliff was amazing.
Yeah.
I
like
honestly
Brad Pitt.
hope that's the best Brad Pitt performance I've seen in I don't know
Ever.
In a while. I think it's the best I've seen from him since Burn After Reading.
Yeah.
Which, did he win for that? He may
That
have
was so
won
long
for
ago.
that.
I don't know.
Joe Pesci from The Irishman and Al Pacino from The Irishman. And both of those are really good too. And then Tom Hanks from A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, and I thought he was the main character in that movie, but maybe not.
I saw that movie. I saw that one. That was
Was he
that was a really wholesome film, dude.
Was he only a supporting actor in that? I thought he'd be the main actor.
No, the main actor was based on this one guy, the interviewer, who was writing a story about him.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, no. He did you know what? Tom Hanks's portrayal of Fred Rogers. I actually thought I was watching Fred Rogers through most of the film. He's
good.
He got all the mannerisms down and everything. He was so believable as Fred Rogers.
He did a good Walt Disney in Saving Mr. Banks too.
He did a great job.
Yeah.
Those are two totally different characters.
Yeah, right.
I think I gotta go with Brad Pitt as Cliff, although I would love Joe Pesci or Al Pacino too. I think that Brad Pitt.
Al Pacino did so good.
One,
The
though.
outbursts and everything in the.
Actually, yeah,
So
no,
good.
I'm switching it.
He
I'm
was so
switching it to Al Pacino.
obnoxious and irritating. Everything.
I'm actually
really
switching
hated
it.
him
I
at
agree
times.
with you, Zach. I'm
Al
switching
Pacino
mine.
did great.
Yeah, and there's that scene, I forget exactly what he says, but there's that scene where he's yelling at everyone in the office, and at one point it's like, "You did fucking this," and then there's just like a 10-second long pause. You did fucking this. He's so defeated.
He's so good.
You know what I'm talking about? Even though I'm like, I
I watched that
exact
earlier
line.
today. I watched that
Yeah.
scene. Yeah.
I love that scene. Then he goes out and says, "No, that wasn't like to Robert De Niro. No, that wasn't directed.
It wasn't
actually.
directed to you. Yeah.
It wasn't directed to you, man. No, it's directed to all these guys." All right.
I gotta say, I think I kind of just because based on what Zach said, I think Tom Hanks is gonna win it.
I'd
would
be
like
fine with that
to
for
know it.
sure. He did a great job.
But I think that Tom Hanks
Well, it's just because
win.
we've been in that weird era where wholesome has kind of been the thing we want to see.
But I was
Not
gonna say-
even that.
but-
Just like I was very immersed with him, with the character he was trying to portray. Like I actually thought I was watching Fred Rogers through most of the film again. Like he.
That's gonna be kind of hard to do since, Mr. Rogers is such
he's such a distinct person.
So to
and-
see somebody take on that role, like you said,
He's also related to him. Apparently, I don't know if you heard about that.
Really?
I mean,
He's related to Mr. Rogers. Yeah. It's pretty neat.
that is
interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Huh.
He was
Best
perfect
supporting
for the role.
Best supporting actress. Kathy Bates from Richard
Wait, we went
Jewell.
over this.
He did this one. Yeah.
No, this is best. Oh wait, best supporting actress.
Yeah.
Jeez, best actress. I went back a
Okay.
page and I thought I was on best actress. How do I say that name?
Try.
you got the
Is
list.
it
Charlotte.
Charlize?
It's like
Charlize
Charlize-
Theron, something like that.
Charlize Theron
Yeah.
from Bombshell.
Okay.
Renee Zellweger from Judy. Haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Cynthia Erivo.
or Vio, I guess.
Evero from Harriet. Scarlett Johansson from Marriage Story.
Mhm.
And Cerise Ronan from Little Woman. I'm going to go
I've only
Scarlett
seen Marriage
Johansson, but that's the
Story
only one I
out of all
saw.
that. Yeah.
But she was really good. She was really good in Marriage
Mhm.
Story.
I was gonna say, a lot of these women on this list are kind of heavy hitters because I know Charlize Theron. I think she's won
Mhm.
some stuff. She's been Renee Zellweger. I know
What's
she's won an
Bombshell
Oscar.
though?
Yeah, that's kind of the
Yeah,
problem.
that's the problem. I think
Like, here's the
No,
problem: is that as much as heavy hitters as they are, actually, that's the exact argument for that one is Adam Sandler. I would never call that heavy hitter, but he did an amazing job in Uncut
Mhm.
Gems. So,
He
No,
was so
that's-
obnoxious and everything, and yet you felt bad for him.
Oh yeah,
They
I'm
do so well.
gonna go with you guys. I'm betting Scarlett Johansson will,
Mhm.
but I would. But if Charlize Ronan did, I wouldn't be surprised because she's kind of an up. She's
Yeah.
well, I don't know. In
I'd
Sacramento,
say she's up and coming, like ish. She's on that fine middle line of like.
If
new,
this,
but
and if she doesn't get it, then we'll see more of her.
yeah, I was gonna say that wouldn't surprise
I
me.
mean, we're gonna do it anyways, but I mean, this it'd just be an excuse for them to be like, yeah, more stuff.
Yep.
I wish Olivia Colman was winning every year. Let's make that a law. She's just too great for this world, and she needs as many Oscars as she
I think
deserves.
she was in a TV show this year.
The Crown, right?
All right. How about Best Actor? Jonathan Pryce from The Two Popes, Adam Driver from Marriage Story, Antonio Banderas from Pain and Glory, Joaquin Phoenix from Joker, and Leonardo DiCaprio from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I am such a bad person. I did not mispronounce a single one of the males' names, and I had a hard time with almost every single female. Yeah.
Joaquin.
I am such a piece of shit. I would say I would honestly be happy with Adam Driver, Joaquin Phoenix, Leonardo DiCaprio. I think that Joaquin Phoenix is the best part of Joker.
I think he nailed it compared to the others.
Phoenix deserves that.
He's got to. I mean,
I think
it's just he just killed it.
A lot of these
He
gentlemen
collaborated so well. He collaborated so well with Todd Phillips as well, and he just. I don't know, just like when you hear about that behind the scenes of that mirror scene, how that was improvised on the day. Like he cared about that role so well, and he lost all that weight, everything.
I agree. He's like he was really great in it, and I think he's the best part of the movie by far. But wouldn't you say, like, I mean, I don't know, do you think Adam Driver could have done any better in Marriage Story, or?
I still think he did a great job. I feel like comparing him to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, I feel like there's no competition.
Ask you something?
In my opinion, I don't know.
I don't agree with that, but I do think Joaquin Phoenix is excellent. Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, so if you replace the actors, right, in both movies, do you think that one could have survived without the other? And that's what you guys should look at it as, because I don't think the movie Joker would have survived.
No, I don't. No,
well, no, I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, like for instance, if Jared Leto did the Joker movie, would it have been the same?
No, of course not.
Exactly. But with
we're not looking at the writing or anything. We're looking at the performance of the actor.
But that's what I mean, though. Is you did say that it was the improvisation and the work there for it. So I'm just saying, like, if you had another actor, no matter what, right?
Then that effort wouldn't be in there, and you wouldn't nominate him. Or
exactly. Chris, I hear what you're saying, Chris. I don't necessarily agree with that, just because I feel like I mean,
just think Marriage Story probably could have done it with any other actor, and it still probably would have been a good performance.
I wouldn't say any
Adam
other
Driver,
actor.
though, I will give him this, like those outbursts that he does, like in that one scene. I mean, he really makes you feel for him in that scene. And when even on Scarlett Johansson's receiving end, like you really feel like her reaction as well, and he does a great job of just exploding right in your face.
I would say Adam Driver or Joaquin Phoenix. I'll take Leonardo DiCaprio out of it because I really love him in that movie, but I'm mainly than Adam in that movie.
I liked Leonardo. I loved him throughout the whole thing, but like that one scene in particular when he's holding the kid captive, that one speech, like that one knocked me out of the park. If you won because of that one scene, okay, but like when we're talking about the entire movie, I mean Adam Driver, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, no, because I just loved Joaquin Phoenix's performance to death, and I also think that he just had a harder role. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's
just remember, even not Nicolas Cage, Jack Nicholson brought up a point that doing a Joker is not an easy role to do.
Yeah.
Oh man, I am stuck between so many people who love Joker to death and think it's the worst thing ever. I mean, I think Joaquin Phoenix is the best part of Joker. I would not be unhappy if he won. Anything else you guys want to say, or should I move on to Best Picture?
Move on to Best Picture.
I was just gonna say I was just surprised to see Antonio Banderas' name was here, but that was.
Which over time are we? Hold on.
By a lot, but Pain and Glory was what he was nominated.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're at an hour and 20 about.
Yeah, well we'll do this then, our random question generator, and then we'll end it.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we have to. It's been every episode. You want to like take it out now? All right. Best Picture, 1917, Ford v Ferrari, Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Parasite, The Irishman, Little Woman, Jojo Rabbit, and Marriage Story.
The Irishman. As much as I love the Joker, The Irishman, based on that book, putting into a 3.5 hour long movie about loyalty, and I don't know, it's just they did a great job of like taking their time with the characters and telling the story. I feel like I feel like the whole movie did a great job in a lot of departments. Yeah.
I might agree with you, Zachary. Honestly, though, like where last year that I was
don't know about
really
Once Upon a Time compared to that.
I was really unhappy with the fucking Best Picture choices last year. There were some good ones in there, but I thought a lot of them were shit. And then fucking Green Book won it. I think this year, like none of these are. I haven't seen a few of them, but even from just like what I heard about them, none of them are disgraceful to be in this category.
Oh, yeah,
This is a way better list.
None of these are bad choices.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Zach, with The Irishman. I'm sorry, Chris and Olivia. You guys go ahead. I keep talking over you.
Think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but that's because I haven't seen The Irishman, but also it just did such a great job of the whole timepiece, because being in a spaghetti western at the time was a problem. Being typecasted as a villain was kind of the end of your career, and they kind of played up with that in the movie very well, and it had a lot of the film problems of the time. And I think that they portrayed it very well.
And then sprinkling in like the historical aspect, it was really interesting. It was such an interesting film. Honestly.
But then again, The Irishman too, from what you guys have been saying, it's 3 hours and you guys are still giving it praise, so that means it's got to be something.
I'm watching it for a second time right now. It's actually really good.
Just for me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't say Joker though. Honestly, I'm sorry. I can't say Joker deserves it. That'd be me lying. It's a great movie, but.
What were you about to say, Olivia? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say, honestly, yeah, this is a great list, and I wouldn't be mad if any of these won. But it's like, I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a solid choice. I think all of these are. I can't lie, because I want Joker to win just because I had such a personal experience with it, and like for me, like just the tension, the way it was shot, I was captivated. And I know that's not like, and I know that's weird.
It was a very immersing movie. I agree, absolutely.
And I won't be upset if it doesn't win. So it's like, but for me, I would say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'd kind of also like to see. I would like to see The Irishman win, or I think Marriage Story also sounds like a definite candidate. I haven't seen it, but it sounds.
I just think The Irishman has more going for it compared to the others.
No, yeah. And I just would say, I kind of also just want to see, I wanted to see Jojo Rabbit kind of take it just because, but then again, I haven't heard much about it. It's just, I really liked what I saw from the trailers and stuff. So I really kind of want that. I just want that to do well. But I guess if I'm going on a personal level, I want Joker to win. If I'm going more practical, I want Once Upon a Time in Hollywood to win.
Yeah.
Sorry for rambling.
No problem. I think, I definitely think any of those would be fine. I mean, like I think this whole time I've never once tried to like shit on Joker. I just don't necessarily think it's the best thing to come out this year. I don't think you guys are necessarily saying that either. But I definitely I wouldn't be upset if Joker won it. I think that's a lot better than it'd be a lot better than last year's comparison with Green Book winning.
I still think Dunkirk should win this year.
Dunkirk. The greatest Dunkirk
I
award.
remember that. That was horrible.
But yeah.
Question generator, let's go. We gotta speed it up.
We end our show every time. This season, we've ended every single episode with random question generator. We don't get to do an improv this time, though. That's sad. All right. This question is going to be, When you were a kid, what seemed like the best thing about being a grown-up?
The idea that freedom came with being a grown-up, because you feel like you're restricted as a kid, but you're actually more free as a kid. I feel like that's a very interesting reverse card right there, but it is true. That's my answer. Freedom.
I would have money, but it's a fucking lie. It was a fucking lie. All right, Chris and Olivia.
Yeah, hurry up now, okay? We only have all day.
I don't know, man.
Got
You
an
gotta
episode
go.
to end.
Okay, I think for mine was the idea that you could do whatever you wanted to.
Freedom.
Yeah, it's the freedom idea.
Stealing my
But
answer, that's fine.
it's kind of a combination between the two because I thought I would have all the money I could, made and I could do all this cool stuff, but then I don't, So
Thinking that I'd be more stable-minded and being able to make decisions, because that's horseshit.
Adults
Clearly
know better.
Clearly from this.
you just thought you'd outgrow being indecisive.
Yeah, but no, fuck that.
Can't do the hood thing, but I could do this. Nice. Okay,
All right.
done
Well,
doing that, I
thank
guess.
you. All right. Yeah, let's do it. All of us.
Okay.
All right. Well, that is DuckCast episode 89. Thank you so much, Chris and Olivia, for coming on.
Oh,
Thanks
yeah.
for
Movie recommendations. We can't forget.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have to do that. My recommendation is It Comes at Night.
Is this
That's
just like a beer?
Hold on. I'm writing it down.
I don't think this
It's,
is.
how do you spell it? How do you spell comes?
Uh,
I'll just guess. My
It's
recommendation
not a
is
goofing.
my recommendation is Jersey Boys.
Is that on Netflix?
Yes.
Are you being serious?
I-
Isn't that a play?
It was based on a play, and it's
Okay.
I wasn't like before watching this film I was like I wasn't like oh my god about the music and the whatever, but like they have really catchy music and the band's great and it's an interesting story and I like it.
I know that they have the song that Richie used in Stupid Mario Bros.
Yes,
Fallen Angel.
yes they do.
That's what I know the Jersey Boys for, and nothing else. All right, cool. I'll check it out.
I'm gonna keep doing this because you all are jerks. You're not committing to the craft.
I can't commit.
I have commitment issues.